Well, hello. It has been a while since I've done a video. Life has been happening. Transformation has been happening. A lot of stuff's been going on. And I was just sitting here saying, well, maybe I need to share some of this stuff. Actually, I've been going through some shit. I so totally lost focus of my purpose. Nah, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. I just, look, life kicked my ass, and I've been trying to sit up here and basically just lick my wounds. I ain't even gonna lie. Shoot, man. Yeah, I've been trying to lick my wounds. And that's been pretty good. They're almost healed. They're almost healed. So me, doing my vlog and letting people know how to work through the healing and all of that kind of stuff, man, I'm telling you, it was too much I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know my ass from my foot, from the top of my head. I just was like, pow! Oh, man. Wait a minute. Where am I? Pow! Oh, wait a minute. It just really just kicked my ass. And the funny part was that I asked for it. I asked for transformation. I asked for radical change because this egotistical, arrogant Aries was tired of the bullshit, and I wanted change, and I wanted it now, and shit, I wasn't ready for that shit. That shit kicked my ass. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. How I worked through it all, my friends, my peoples. I'm kind of halfway coming out of it to see how I worked through it all. So let me see if I can tell you a little bit about it. It's always about self-work. It's always about talking to yourself and watching self-talk and all of that kind of stuff. Man, I'm so tired. I'm trying to tell you, I am 100% tired of self-talk. Just tired of self-talk. I'm saying it like for real, mother bleep 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 bleep, tired of doing self-talk. But since I wasn't doing any talking and I was just getting hit, I'm into the self-talk now. So all of the hits are pretty much, the hits are still coming. Shit, this is life. This is the purpose, the reason why we decided to come to this planet was so that we can experience these hits, and so we can experience the love, and we can experience the everything in between, and help others to grow and to find themselves. We said we wanted to come and do that when we came into this earth. So I'm back on my game. I'm getting back started. I have relocated to a whole nother state. Okay, so I'll be trying to figure out what I want to say. Like how much I want to say and shit like that. So I'm going to just put it out there, shit. I moved from Alabama and came back to LA. I'm originally from Los Angeles. This is my home. And the synchronicities happen so fast. I'm telling you, when you ask for something, please, please, please be ready for it to come. Because the truth is that the answer is always yes. The answer is always yes. It's about us being in the place at the vibrational level. Okay, that's too deep. It's about us being at the mindset and ready for it. Okay? Now, I asked for stuff, and I wanted it to come how I wanted it to come. But I wasn't ready for it to come how it actually came. And how it actually came was boyfriend gone, business gone, children gone, money gone, everything gone. Everything. So, what the fuck do you do when everything's gone and you wasn't ready for it to go like that? You lick your fucking wounds, figure out where you at, dust the shit off, and get up and go do something else. So when life happened and I ended up in California totally unexpectedly, guys, literally, I was making breakfast. I was making me something to eat. And 24 hours later, I was making me something to eat in Alabama, and 24 hours later, I was in California. So we're talking, it happens that fast. Especially when you ask for it and you give permission for it. So I found my tribe out here. I found a community that was full of love, that is full of love, that is very supportive, and that gave me, I guess, being in that space, I gave myself the okay to stop and focusing on me. They helped me too. My family's here. I have a lot of support. So it's gave me a chance to stop and lick my wounds and to pay attention to what's going on with me. I'm also at the place where I'm literally starting over from scratch. I mean, starting over with nothing, staying with friends, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do in a place that's very, very much more expensive than where I was. And I realized that I am, I'm blocking my own self because, okay, so where I was living in Alabama, things are relatively cheap. You know, you could rent a house, a whole house. It may not be in the best neighborhood, but you can rent a house for, you know, what is it? Maybe 2-3 bedroom, maybe 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, depending on the area, for about $600 a month, $650. Okay, so I get here to California. Shit, you talk about $3,000 to rent. And we ain't even gonna talk about buying and purchasing something. So my mind had to do that shift, and I didn't realize that I had to do a shift. I actually had to do a shift in my own self to say, hey, this is possible, because coming from a place where things are much cheaper, I had to check my lack beliefs. I had to check my own self on, oh, wait a minute. It's still like, this is something I can still do. I can pay $3,000 just as much as I can pay $600 or whatever it is that I was paying, because you can make more money here. So I was actually in this lack belief place, thinking that $3,000 was unattainable because it was so much. Who wants to pay $3,000? That's a lot of money for just 1 month. And then I'm looking on Craigslist, and some of these homes a month are renting for $12,000. $12,000. Like, what the fuck? $12,000, that's a whole fucking car. I mean, you know, and back in Alabama, you could buy a whole house almost that much, add another 10 to it, you know. And anyway, so I had to check my own belief systems. And then when I started checking the belief systems as far as what I had allowed myself to do as far as the money, it had the trickle down effect. Oh, so what else are you saying is only supposed to look this way because that's what you're used to? And once I did all that, I woke up and snapped out of it. So in this place of starting over from scratch, with children, I mean, they're not babies, but they're still my children. What do I do? What do I do? Do I want to work for somebody? Do I want to work for myself? How do I get started? How can I get started? What? All of those things. And y'all, I'm 50 years old. What the hell? I'm supposed to be planning for retirement, not planning for starting over. So what did I do? Come on. So I do what I always do. When the shit gets too deep for this mental mind and this consciousness, I say, fuck it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me here. Y'all gonna get me where I got to go. You know my heart's desires. You know what I want. So I'm gonna just keep on enjoying this ride. And I am going to stop resisting the way it's supposed to turn out. I'm just going to continue to flow with the synchronicities because I'm seeing the synchronicities. I'm seeing me being in the right place at the right time. The one, in the little things, I just missed this turn and I made the other turn and now I ended up at a place where somebody gave me something for free, or somebody gave me a connection to another person to network with, to do my natural healing, to do to be me. So while I'm sitting here thinking, what am I going to do next? Am I going to work with somebody? Am I going to go ahead and try to get out here and do my life coaching and do my frequency healing and do the massages? Am I going to do all of that? Oh, where do I start? What do I do? Nah, forget it. That's too much thinking, too much work, dealing with the new city, dealing with the new government, city infrastructure, who I have to pay for this, what taxes I got to pay on that. Oh my gosh, my mind started going way too much. So I said, forget it. Fuck all of that. I ain't doing it. I'm going to just go work for somebody. Just go work for somebody who's already doing that stuff and let me just get a paycheck and I ain't got to worry about hustling up no clients for this, that, or the other. So today I looked on Craigslist for jobs. I got some whole bunch of great skills. There's not many jobs I can't really do. So I'm looking on these things and I'm like, okay, administrative assistant. I type about 75 words a minute. Our office skills are like, hello, how are you doing? This is ABC Company. How may I help you this morning? I got that shit down. So while I'm looking for these jobs, I'm picturing myself answering the phones and doing this and then the office work and the people and their bullshit. I've been so self-employed for how many years? Forever, for over 20 years. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go to McDonald's. And then I thought about the people and the hassle and the bullshit. Oh my gosh, dealing with bosses, dealing with the public who, California is not necessarily known to be as hospitable as Alabama. These motherfuckers will cuss your ass out in a minute. And I don't know that my spiritual game is that good where I would cuss their asses out back. I'm just saying, let's just keep it real. So, dealing with office politics and all of that stuff, I said, fuck it. Okay, fuck it again. You know what? I'm going to do what makes me happy. Period. If I can find some place to work and it's a happy space, doing the things I love, doing herbs, creating formulas, creating blends, helping people to help themselves, I'm for it. I'll work for someone because then I can see the vibe and the growth. If it's me of doing my own thing and in my own office, and the people will come. But I have made a decision. Whatever it is I'm going to do, it's going to be what makes me happy at the end of the day. As I said earlier, I am 50 years old. It's time for me to do me and to be happy doing me. And yes, we still have to eat. We still have to wipe our ass. So I know there may be some things I might have to bite. But if I'm doing what's making me happy, it won't even seem like I'm biting those things. It won't be as much of a pain in my ass because it's just part of the process. So I'll use an example. I mean, I've done things to make me happy. I may have done taxes. I have a tax business. I, do taxes. And that has been my bread and butter. And I enjoyed doing taxes. I did. I complained the whole time. I'm not going to lie. I quit every year, said I wasn't going to do taxes anymore. But it was the help my clients, the help that my clients received, it just kept me in the business, just kept me going. That made me happy. And so I kept doing the taxes. But there were pains in the ass doing it. I mean, every year the IRS never started off right. They never had their stuff ready. I've been doing this. I've been working for myself for 7 years. So altogether, I think it's been about 10, 11 years that I've been doing taxes. And in them 10, 11 years, the IRS never starts out right. The forms are never right in the beginning. Having to train employees, having to deal with new customers and clients, and that in itself had its own little getting on my nerves stuff. But because I got pleasure out of it, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I made it through it. Plus, it was only for a few months. Tax season's over fast. So I want to make it clear that I'm not saying that I'm going to do what makes me happy, thinking that in the process of doing it, I'm going to be all, everything's all great. No, it's going to be some shit. It's going to be some shit in the process of doing what makes me happy. But the shit ain't going to be that bad. I'm not going to be that stressed out because at the end of the day, I'm doing what makes me happy. So I think if I'm going to take some shit, if it's going to be some shit, I'm going to have the shit be done doing this. Doing my natural healing, talking to my people, hoping that these things that I'm going through and how I'm working through them helps you to get through what you've got to get through. Yes. And I just want to add this. At the end of the day, everything is neutral. I don't know if I said this before on this format, but everything is neutral. It really is. Somebody shitting in the middle of the street is so totally neutral. It's not bad or good until you decide it's bad or good. So and I'm going to use this for myself, as I'm going to do this natural healing, this enlightenment, this spiritual work on mind, body, soul. And I'm going to start my new business doing what I do. I'm doing it with the different perception, with the knowledge and ownership of everything's neutral. Do I want to make this incident bad or good? And then if I want to make it bad or a negative, then I'm going to see in myself, why am I making this a negative? Is there something in me that I need to learn from? Are there some residual issues that I have still lingering in my energetic bubble that I need to deal with for why I'm perceiving this incident as a negative thing? Is there something that some belief pattern that I'm still holding on to that's really not helping me grow anymore, but keeping me in this place of bondage and keeping me frustrated? Are the beliefs? Why am I getting so pissed off because somebody cut me off? You know, is my ego, am I getting more arrogant? I gotta really check that arrogant and ego stuff because it comes up a lot. And I thought I had it under control, y'all. I promise you. Look, I thought I had it under control. No, it was like just sitting there saying, I'm gonna wait. And as soon as I catch you slipping, I'm gonna cuss somebody out. And you just gonna come out your mouth before you know it even came out. And so yes, I still have some residual arrogance. I do. Well, so I guess it is what it is. And being mindful to be in a loving space dealing with everybody else, including me. So, yes, going forward, I will be doing me in the space of knowing that things will happen that they may irritate me, that may make me smile and make me really happy. So when those things do pop up, how am I going to handle them? And I'm going to handle them in a space of evaluation of myself, understanding that this situation is a neutral situation, and which way do I want to perceive it? Do I want to perceive this thing as a negative, or do I want to perceive it as a bad, or just it is what it is, and give it is what it is. Not bad, not good, just what is. We don't necessarily perceive the sky as bad or good. It is what it is. And in that perception of saying it is what it is, that also brings a freedom of allowing people to be who they are. And me not trying to put my judgments and beliefs on them of how they should be, how they should have handled the situation, and what the fuck you coming at me like that for? I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. So, peace. I love you guys. Miss you. And expect a few more. I will try to keep you updated for those who are interested. Much love and peace and affluency to you.